Well, welcome into the hot seat. How does it feel for the game, I guess, a few weeks away or next month?
Yeah, great. It's awesome. We've had an opportunity to watch City, which is a bit unique because they've just had the Asian Champions League. So I think that's a pretty unique situation. And what a fantastic way to start a season against last year's premiers. So fantastic for us.
What are your hopes and expectations for the season?
Oh, look, we just want to put ourselves in a position to make finals football. That's every team's hope and dream, I guess. We want to play a brand of football that wins football matches and puts us in that area. Yeah.
Well, what is your brand?
Well, we want to play a possession-based style of football, be on the front foot, create chances, score goals, be fairly robust and energetic in defence. So that's probably the main pillars there.
Yeah, and I guess lots of new faces in the squad. How long do you think it will take to really gel and get those combinations playing?
I think if we had the answer to that, we'd all be probably top-line coaches, I think. Look, it might take a bit of time. There's obviously a lot of faces from different walks of life, so it might take a little bit of time to gel, but that's probably the fun part and the creative part, which we're all looking forward to.
The team lost a lot of quality players. How are you going covering those losses?
Well, it's interesting because they're all sort of different from different parts. So the local girls are probably going to take a little bit more time to come up to speed with what the international players' styles are and vice versa. So it's about finding what the key pillars are in the squad and then just building our team off the back of that.
Yeah. Oni and Izzy as your captains, is that co-captaincy for the two of them?
Yeah, co-captaincy, yeah. So, look, I think they both bring different attributes on and off the field. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what that does for the team. But so far in training and particularly off the field as well, they've been two very good natural leaders for us.
And obviously, Tash Ritchie was such a pivotal figure at the club, the captain for the last few years. She's now gone. How do you feel that the two of them can step into that void as pretty significant shoes to fill?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's massive, and Tash was obviously at the club for a long time, so they're massive shoes to fill. She was also a very energetic person as well. But look, leadership is defined in different ways. Some people lead just in a different way. They can just be through their actions, not through words. So that's why we kind of went for the two, just to give us a little bit more versatility in that area.
Steve, it looks like there's been a lot more focus on having a look at the local talent that's here. Is that by necessity or design, or was that something that you really wanted to gauge?
Definitely by design.
Yep.
We want to close the gap on that and make sure that the local Perth players believe that they've got a pathway for themselves. There's probably still a little bit of work to be done post-season, what that looks like in terms of where do they play, do they stay in the local NPL, what does that look like? So there's a bit of work to be done with that, just to make sure that those players are coming in to the A-League season with a good solid foundation behind them. So yeah, we're going to work with obviously with Football West and try and work out what the best avenue for that is. Yeah.
And as far as the squad, is that complete? Are you still looking locally or abroad?
Now the squad's complete. It's been complete for a while. Stan and I worked pretty hard at that early doors, so we're happy with the squad. The only other fluctuations will be if there's a key injury or anything of that nature.
And managing to bring Casey Dumont to the club, obviously with Morgan, another big departure in the off-season, but the things that Casey's done in the league over the last 10 years is phenomenal. How did that happen? How did you acquire Casey? What do you think she'll bring to the club?
Well, Casey is someone I've known for a long time. So we actually worked in the school system together in New South Wales. So, and someone that I believe is a massive asset to any team. Morgan's a huge loss, but if you're going to replace Morgan, I think Casey's a very good replacement. Just her track record speaks for itself. Just look at the stuff that she's done with Victory, and even before that with the Roar, and then Central Coast last year. So we're looking forward to welcoming her.
Do you have an expectation for when she'll arrive at the club?
Yeah, so she'll arrive at the conclusion of the AFLW season. So she's currently playing for Hawthorn. So that looks like it's going to be around round 4. There's obviously an international window there as well that falls conveniently in the time frame that we need to get her back. So we'll actually have her in training for maybe a week or 2 before her first game. So that should be good for us as well.
I was just going to say, Hawthorn look like they're going to go pretty deep in the ALW. So how closely are you watching them to like, please don't get injured?
Well, look, I mean, I'm not obviously worried about that. She's a true professional. She's probably in the fittest she's ever been, according to her. And yeah, I mean, the only thing I am watching with the AFLW is I'm hoping North Melbourne beats them to the post, because I'm a North Melbourne supporter. So yeah.
Nice. And it's quite unique, I guess. There's a lot of AFLW players who are code hopping, but then to go back the other way and go back and forth, how do you manage that as a coach in terms of that unique situation?
I mean, you just got to trust that the person's doing everything that they can to be as professional as they can. In Casey's situation, she's very experienced in the league, so she knows exactly what needs to be done in terms of her preparation for her body. And I think from a technical and tactical perspective, she's keeping in touch with me on a pretty regular basis, so she's staying in tune with what we're doing, and so she can make a smooth transition into the squad. Is
her plan to still continue with both sports for the foreseeable future?
That's probably something that needs to be aimed at her. She's 32 now, so we'll see what the plan is.